Hey guys, it's Sarah here. So this video is not really a theory video, but more of a discussion on Arya's ability to change her face in the Game of Thrones TV show. And this is specifically considering the scene from the last episode where she's basically like wearing Walder Frey's body, speaks with his voice, and poisons all of his men just like that. So it's super fun seeing Arya go on a revenge rampage, but I must say I also dislike this scene a lot. I feel the way that the show is dealing with Arya being able to change her face, as learned from the House of Black and White, is really cheapening the experience for me. I mean, in the books, it requires a good deal more magic and training, and I don't think Arya is very capable of changing her face by herself in the book. And from what we saw in the show, she wasn't really trained to do this either. Like, she does it, but we never see her being trained to do it. I also doubt that she would be allowed to just leave the House of Black and White with all of the power to change her face without still being committed to the many-faced god. If she can just kill somebody and put on their whole body like in this scene, it's just way too easy for her to be in a position of power and to kill her enemies. As morbid as it sounds, I wish she had to work for it a little bit harder to really earn her revenge and maintain her level of badass. But that's just my opinion. In the book, the House of Black and White takes lives, but only in the service of the many-faced god. Arya needs to cut up her own face before donning a new identity, and when it fuses with her skin, she sees the memories of the person whose face she's wearing. The process is different from using glamours like Melisandre uses with her ruby and other disguises, and it does seem to be connected with blood and blood magic. Arya never learned how to do this herself, and in the show it seems more simple, but again, apart from surviving the Waif's assassination attempt, she never really finished her training. She never became nobody, or no one, and she never learned to use blood magic to put the faces on, and her motivations for killing are different than those of the House of Black and White. It just doesn't make sense to me. The House of Black and White, they're trained to use all of their senses to root out deception and create their disguises, seemingly possessing magical abilities that allow them to change their appearance at will. Part of their training includes discarding their true identity in a nihilistic way, thinking of themselves as no one. And I pulled that straight from a wiki of Ice and Fire. And their fee is for a precise killing, not mass murder, and they usually go about it discreetly, making it look like it could have been an accident. And they never choose their own targets, and they never kill to please themselves. All of that being said, I realize that nobody is trying to convince me that Arya is still a part of the House in Black and White. I know that. But what I'm saying is I don't see how Arya could tell Jaqen that she's Arya Stark and walk off with all of this power and no one tries to stop her. I mean, this is huge. I mean, the House of Black and White, they don't want to risk what they do, right? It just seems like a big risk. And again, for killing her enemies to be so easy for her now, it just takes away from the storyline, and it lessens the weight and gravity of Arya's dark actions. Like, she's killing people, and I feel like the fact that she can do it so easily just takes away from the seriousness of the situation. That's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I can't wait for the next episode. There's a link below to the Wiki of Ice and Fire if you want to read more about the House of Black and White. And please stay tuned for my next theory video. Alright, thank you.